All right, so we are going to talk about our science lesson. We've been talking about abiotic, biotic. We're going to really hone in on those different types of, we're going to talk about the 5 different functions of organisms. We're going to really focus on abiotic, biotic, just so we are really comfortable before we move on in science, this ecosystem. So I'm going to pull out a bunch of things out of my little bag here, and I want you guys to help me sort them. So, we have a flower. Would this be biotic or abiotic? Right?
Biotic.
Biotic, good. So a flower would be biotic. All right, let's see what's next. What about a pen? Andromi? Abiotic, good. A pen is not alive. Good job. All right. What about? Oh. Sophie the giraffe. If she was in real form, a giraffe. Brody.
Biotic.
Yeah, Sophie would be real.
She's not.
She's real in Ellie's world. All right, what about Finn the shark? Alex?
Biotic.
Biotic, good. Finn is real.
He's not.
I know. What about a cup? Dennis?
Abiotic.
Abiotic, good. What about a clothespin? A clothespin. Riley?
Abiotic.
Good, abiotic. All right, guys, you did really good. All right, so we are going to watch a little video, a short video. It's going to really go in depth of the 5 functions of organisms that tell us if a organism is alive or not alive. So I really want you to focus on those 5 things that they say, and then we're going to write them on the chart paper together. I'm going to move this over so that way you can see Riley, and I'm going to turn off the light. Oh no. I skipped the whole video. Alright. I'll turn off one of the lights so you guys can see.
Our planet is filled with life. From the smallest bacteria to the largest whales. Despite their incredible diversity, all living things share certain fundamental characteristics that set them apart from the non-living world. Let's explore the amazing characteristics of life. 1. Life needs energy and resources. All living things require energy to fuel the processes that keep them alive. This energy is obtained from various sources. Animals, like this hungry cheetah, are consumers. They obtain their energy by consuming other organisms, like plants or other animals.
Yeah, that kind of grossed me out too.
Fungi, such as mushrooms, obtain their energy by decomposing dead organisms and absorbing nutrients from them. Plants, like the sunflower, are producers that harness energy directly from the sun through the process of photosynthesis. This captured solar energy is the foundation of nearly all life on Earth. 2. Life is composed of cells. If we zoom in on any living organism, we discover its fundamental building blocks, cells. Cells are the smallest units of life, acting as tiny factories where all the vital processes of life occur. Some organisms, like bacteria, are unicellular, consisting of just one cell. Others, like animals and plants, are multicellular, composed of millions or even trillions of cells working together. Regardless of their complexity, all living things are built from these essential units of life. 3. 3. Life responds and adapts to its environment. Living things are exquisitely tuned to their surroundings. They constantly interact with their environment, responding to changes and adapting to survive. Organisms detect and respond to stimuli, such as changes in light, temperature, or the presence of predators. These responses are crucial for survival. Over long periods, populations of organisms may evolve adaptations, specialized traits that make them better suited to their particular environment. For instance, a polar bear's thick fur is an adaptation for the frigid Arctic climate. 4. Life grows and develops. All living things grow and develop throughout their lives. Multicellular organisms increase in size and complexity by increasing the number of their cells through cell division. Unicellular organisms grow by expanding the size of their single cell. Development involves a series of changes in an organism's form and function over time. And finally, 5. Life reproduces. Life creates more life. All living things are capable of reproduction, the process of creating offspring. This ensures the continuation of their species. Reproduction can be as simple as a single cell dividing into 2, or as complex as the elaborate mating rituals of some animals. From the microscopic to the macroscopic, from the mundane to the magnificent, these characteristics unify all living things on Earth.
Okay, so we're gonna make a chart together on the 5 things they talked about in our video. I'm gonna put this up as a reminder of what our biotic features are and what our abiotic features are. I'm just gonna move the chart. Sorry, Miss Joy, thank you. All right. Is this good here? So we have our 5 basic life functions of organisms. Does anybody remember any of them? Do you remember one that they talked about, Micaiah? Started with an E. Wait, what? So we need energy. What do we get energy from? When you feel weak, tired, what usually do you need to do?
Stretch.
Maybe stretch. What about? Eat. Good. So we get our energy from food. So we're gonna get our energy from food. All organisms need energy to survive, and they do that from food. Brody, did you have another one?
Yes.
What do you have?
Reproduction.
Reproduction, right. So we need to be able to reproduce our species.
Yes.
And Jeremy, did you have another one? Was that yours? That's okay. Pell? We get rid of waste. Perfect. All right, there's 2 more. Think about our surroundings. Well?
Like air, water.
Yeah, so we respond to the things around us. Good.
Air, wind, land, grass, trees.
Good job.
Wood. Food. Water.
Wow, he really has a list there. I lost my index card.
Drink.
All right, let me see which one we're forgetting. Oh, yeah, the most important one. So you start as a little baby, a little infant. Then what happens? Do you stay that little infant forever, Riley?
You grow and grow.
Good, you grow and develop. Awesome, great job. All right, so we're going to keep this list here for you as helpful reminder when we're doing all of our activities for today. So I'm going to do another sort of biotic and abiotic. I'll answer questions in just a moment, Andrew. I'm going to have you guys come up. Let me view it full screen. So these are extras. I'm just going to focus on these ones today, okay? So come up when I call you. You're gonna come up to the board and you're going to tell me which one it goes in. So we have biotic over here and abiotic over here. So what about rocks? Would rocks be abiotic or biotic? Andremi? Abiotic, yeah, you can come up to the board. Nice. Oh wow. Yeah, Miss Bruno is not very tech savvy sometimes. Took her a minute to make this little chart. All right, what about leaf? What about a leaf? Genesis? Abiotic would mean not living. Can a leaf get energy? Does it respond to the environment? So does the sun make it grow? Yeah, so it would be biotic. Good, come on up. Good. Let's see what happens when we add a second one, if it makes them smaller. All right, what about a bee? A bee. Alex?
Biotic.
Biotic, good. Try and put that in her phone. Let's see what happens, Alex. All right, that works for me. All right, what about clouds? Micaiah? Abiotic. So clouds is the same kind of thing as weather. It does. We can't reproduce the clouds. We don't need to give food to the clouds. Good. All right, what about a flower? Think about your life functions here. Dennis? Biotic, good. It grows and develops. So it would be biotic. Nice. All right, what about a jellyfish? A jellyfish. Well, did you go yet? What about a jellyfish? It's a type of fish.
Biotic.
Good. Come bring that into our column here. Nice. Loriella, what about an otter? A sea otter, this little creature here. He swims in the water. Yeah, biotic. Come bring that into our column. How did you go? Nice. All right, what about oxygen, pal? It's a type of noble gas. Good, it's gonna be abiotic. It can't reproduce. It doesn't grow and develop. It just helps us breathe. I mean, not just helps us breathe. It's pretty important. All right, what about lightning? Who hasn't had a chance at the board that would like to? Ivan, you wanna come up? What about lightning? got in there? Raph, have you come up? All right. Sunlight. You haven't come up either? All right, I'm gonna do Raph and then I'm gonna do Riley. What about sunlight? Nice. All right, go around that way. Perfect. All right, what about, Riley, the wind? Would that be biotic? Can you reproduce the wind? Can you make new wind? No. So where would that go? Nothing. Abiotic. Yep, right there. Perfect. Awesome job, guys. So I'm gonna keep this up on the board. I'm gonna fix it so that way you can see all of the examples. I have 2 worksheets for you guys today. The first one is pretty simple. So we have the sun, we have rain clouds, butterfly, fox. If you don't know what anything is labeled to, just let me know. But your job is to write if it is biotic or abiotic. That is the words biotic and abiotic are on your piece of paper as well as on the board, so there should be no spelling errors. I'm going to pass this out for you. I'll come around and make sure everyone is doing okay. If you have any questions, this is going to be your first task. Then I want you to write a sentence using one of the examples that we used on the board. I will show you the paper. You're going to write a sentence and give me a reason why. So I'm going to show you an example. So, let's do soil. You guys can't do soil. So, soil is abiotic because, give me one of the life functions that it cannot do. Because it cannot get rid of waste. It cannot reproduce. So, because it cannot reproduce. Now, if you're writing about a biotic thing, you're going to write an otter is biotic because it grows and develops. So you have the choice. When you are ready to move on to the next page, when you're ready for this, let me know. I'm going to set a timer on the board. Actually, I don't know how to have both. Let me see. Okay. All right, I'm going to put a timer on the board. I'm just going to go back and fix these so they're on the side. Okay. So these are some examples that you can use.